And what is so beautiful is that caring, that love that they've sent the other individual, it will be received. It is received. But they will see it also when they can focus on it. Meaning, people who care so much and have been crying about this, which we need to give the space. Cry is the best thing you can do. But what is so beautiful in those interactions is to tell the person that the caring that you've sent to them, the love that you've sent, even when you're not in contact, because it is lying there waiting for them to see it, even when you're not in contact, one day that will bring joy to them when you're not even there. You will bring and shine that light to them without you even being aware of it. Isn't that quite beautiful? Ender! Hi, love! Welcome in, dear. Welcome to our little corner. And Tom Slower. Sorry. Welcome, dear, to a little corner. Oh, did I just talk through that crash? I'm so sorry. Are we back? So, Twitch has been having issues. Can you hear me? You heard what was important for you to hear. Mm-hmm. Twitch has been having issues, and I was a bit worried for the big stream yesterday with Lady Luna Style, because we were watching other streamers just beforehand who had the Twitch wasn't really working, but it was not really working in a really interesting way, that it was different to every person. And that was quite fascinating. So just let's take what we can get. Let's enjoy the little that we have, or the loads. It's okay. I am great, Ender. How are you? I'm so glad to see you here. I'm so glad. So that was something that I wanted to share with who heard it, really. And when we are in this moment, what is so important to say is that even when people are saying everyone is experiencing this, you're not alone. That is beautiful. Your emotions, your feelings, your experience, still valid. You may still cry. You may still grieve. You may still feel. No one can take that away from you. So no matter how many are experiencing similar situation at the same time, only you know what you are going through. Show that appreciation to yourself. It seems like Twitch is having a little moment, but that's okay. That's okay. I am going to open, or it's always been open, but I'm gonna start with a cue I'm feeling. I was seeing. Oh, that's okay, Ender. You're feeling super good. I'm glad. Just about to get into a game with a friend. Oh, I am great. I'm so glad seeing you here, dear. It is so beautiful. That really warms my heart that you find your way here. It resonates, yes. So I've had many cry sessions, or I had more than I've ever had this past week, where people feel heartbroken. And what is so important to say is that all the love, the care, the intention, the heart, nothing has been wasted. It will always find its way to the receiver. It can only take different amounts of time, and that's okay. So, I'm gonna look into our little queue now. For you who are new here, how this usually works is that we have people pending from previous streams, previous year even, since this is the first stream of the year, that have priority. Should my guides not say otherwise, it's always about what my guide says. But I feel with you, it made me feel so fuzzy. Oh, lovely to see you too. I wanna tell you guys something with Ender here. So I first met Ender in a Patreon stream with Pisces Pixie, with Lucy. That was so lovely. And that's where we've been meeting each other. Almost only. And the last one, I think it was the last one, time is so difficult for me right now. But I took up, at the end of the little call, I took this little sheep and I held it close to me. And around, how many were we in that call? I'm not sure, but it was quite a bunch of us. And one by one, so I saw Ender taking up his plushie and holding it close. And then one by one, people started to bring their plushies to hold them. I don't even know where they get them from, because all of a sudden everyone was holding their plushies. And that was such a beautiful experience. And I sat there in my little chair. I have a chair now, guys. Look, my back is happy. And I just felt, wow. I used to sit, and I've told this story. I'm gonna get to the queue, don't worry. But I used to sit in the stairwell of my parents' house, and I used to look down into the mirror below, into my own reflection as I sat in the stairs. And I used to think how much of me I needed to hide. I know many of you can resonate with this. How much I could never share with anyone. Why? Because I wasn't worthy of the space. This was too out there. No one would have to carry that burden. That's how I felt. And now, as I sat there holding my plushie in a call with a bunch of other people, all adults, holding their plushies close, all from a community where we work with energy, where I can be exactly who I am. I work with my figurines, the most personal of objects I have. No, that's not true, but it's definitely part of them. With fire, with smoke, with everything that I, when I started out, left behind. Because I thought I'm gonna be professional. And being professional, I need to do it in a way that most people do. I need to pay respect to the profession by doing so. I wouldn't even work with healing in the beginning. We said we're only gonna do counseling. And I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna put healing in the room. They don't need to know about it, but I'm gonna put it there. Because it didn't want to leave me. Healing is it's so close to my heart. It's just a natural thing. It's a natural part of me. But I was not going to use it. It was not going to be part of my profession. We were going to go so far away from what was stereotypically seen as being witchy or mystical, mystic. So we rented an office, still do, in the city. We would not use crystals or stones or It would just be a comfortable space where we could sit and talk. Just 2 chairs. Some pillows, some curtains. Cozy, but not witchy. And more I just realized, no. To pay respect to the profession and to myself and to the people I meet is to be me. So slowly all of it is coming in. I work with my figurines. I have my mother's pendants. I work with everything that I thought I could never, and here I sat on a call with like-minded people, adults. That was an important part for me because adults would never get this. And now I work with people who have been adults even before I was, even back then. And I sat holding my plushie. And I was showing respect to me. Guys, start from here. The most beautiful thing you can do is to be authentic to you. That's how you inspire others. Hello, Fabian. Oh, Leafolk, thank you so much for using your Prime, dear. For you who subscribe, once a month, if you join our Discord, we have a Meridian Flush call. It's a communal healing working with the Meridian Flush. If you feel called to it, I extend a hand and say I would love to have you come there. So for subscribers, there's a free entry. So if you feel like it, come and join our Discord. It's a beautiful community. You feel parts of that journey, to be honest. Sometimes it's difficult to show you self-respect, but it's so lovely to know for sure it's possible to practice. Yeah. And everything is in here. That's what it was. So, Thorn's Flower, I was asked to work with you before the queue because they said it was a little something, a little message. This was it. You just needed to hear this. You got it. Start from here. When your mind and your heart coincide, when they agree, the only harm you do is when you don't listen to it. And that is to yourself. You also do no harm in that you listen to other parts of it, and there's a reason for everything. But this I felt was important to say. You got this. Don't just do you. Honestly, you have such a power, dedication, love in what you do. Put it into what you want to do. It will be beautiful. Miss Moon! How are you feeling after the flush, dear? I'm so glad you can recommend it, love. Plushy hype, yeah, it really was. New chair, yep. It is a floor chair and it supports my back. Look, it has a backrest and I can still sit on the floor. I can still be me. It's a meditational chair, but it is beautiful. It was honestly amazing being able to do it with zero shame. Yeah. It's extremely helpful for us to see ourselves in others. Yeah. Always, Saturn. Always. Thank you, Ender. Okay, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna go ahead and say hello to my friend. Absolutely. I love you too, Ender. Have a beautiful night, dear. Have a good game. I'm gonna start with the queue now. Welcome back, Alcazar. You are actually the first in pending. would you be interested in a transference today? Because I have Alcazar. And then we have Georgie. What would you like today, Alcazar? It's been so long I did this. I just have to collect myself. You know when you've been off on holiday and you come back and you go like, how do I usually do this? Right? What would you like today, Alcazar? Would you like a reading or a healing, general or specific? How do you feel? How do I work again? Yep. That's why you make sure to keep up with it, Luna. I know there are many other reasons. A reading, general? Absolutely. Let me just see. I still do this manually, guys. Benthus finished his course though. 2 of them. He's got a certificate in Node and in React. So now this is gonna happen. I'm so proud of him. Where did you go now, Alcazar? Where did you go? Are you at the top? Sorry for the click. You are! Yes! Okay. Hello, Shiro! There we are. Okay. This is an interesting energy, Alcazar. What are you afraid of losing in your discomfort? It's interesting because I've seen you been working with Luna on her streams, and I saw when you spoke about how can I sleep? How can I find a way to fall asleep easier? How can I find that calmness in me? I see that you experience calmness. I see that things have changed, but I also see a fear in that. To be honest, I see part of you going against it because you're afraid of losing control. So here I am, coming in and rocking your, just shaking your pride parade around. Sorry for saying pride parade, I just got this feeling of, yeah, I can be free, I do this, I'm me. But it just feels there is something else in there that you are not connecting with. I feel there's a fear of losing control. Yeah, anxiety is part of not being able to sleep, yeah. But it feels like you're afraid of losing that anxiety. So, the reason why this is, from my perspective, Alcazar, this has been a part of you for so long. This is part of you as a person. And writing essay is supposed to be finished by Thursday morning. We're still talking about that essay. I know you can do it, love. But what I want to talk to you about today is in general. And that I have a little exercise. I always do, a little practice that I honestly wish you to try out. Because there is something in this that can help you in a general sense. Because being stressed, no. Being afraid, being up on the walls, feeling like you're sitting on needles has been part of you for so long. So that that emotion is actually telling you, that sense is actually telling you that you are you. That you are still alive, in a sense. You're still Alcazar. Would that make sense to you? Because you are someone who's always, you need something to do. You need a lot to do. And then you get exhausted. And I think that you have a natural need to do. You have a natural need to always be doing things. And I think it is when you try to, because you have your other side, you have this, I'm going to say spiritual side now, that's just how I see it in your energy. You have this other side that tells you that you should be calm, you should be relaxed, you should have this, you know all of this, so why are you feeling this way? And that is pressing down that important, natural for you, natural sense of I need things to be done. I have the stress in you. We have positive stress, right? I spoke to someone yesterday about stress. What is stress? Where does it come from? Well, it's coming down to flee or fight, right? But what does that mean? What is flee or fight? Where is the foundation in that? What is that about? Survival, right? And when we are alive and when we are safe in that we can survive, what does it mean then? Well, comfort. To feel better about ourselves. To not only survive, but to enjoy it. We seek ways to do what is best for us, what improves our situation. So when we're in this privileged situation where we are safe, we are surviving, then stress comes to be about increasing that feeling, the sense of being. That's when purpose comes in. That's when what is next comes in. What can we do to feel better? No matter how we already feel, what can we do to feel better? So when it comes down to it, your stress is actually showing you ways of feeling better. However, it comes all in one, at once. And that is too much information, which overwhelms you. Why is it that it comes in this is just my experience, remember? Why is it that it comes in this just cloud of, whoa, it's so much? Well, how does the brain work? I believe, as you know, I always talk about how in each situation, every experience in that, every individual experience within that situation is anchored within each other. And what is it actually that stress is pushing you towards? What is it that can make you feel better about yourself? It's an emotion. It is a state of mind. And something that is similar to this state of mind and this emotion, to remind you of this, there are so many memories that does. It has been a small part and a big part and an even bigger one and a tiny in so many situations. And the brain, trying to figure this out for you, pushes everything it can find out to you. Try this, do this. In this situation, this was part of it. In this situation, this was part of it. Here you felt this. Here you... It becomes so much that you can't see it, what it actually is. So something that I asked this person that I spoke to do is to try and write down everything that stresses you. And in your case, Akatsar, I know that this thesis is going to be on top of that list. But I would like you to focus on what it is that makes you feel you can't sit still. Not what is it that makes me feel not worthy. What is it that makes me feel like I can't sit still? What is it that makes me feel like, oh, I'm jumping up again? Because those things are going to be different when you start looking into it. What is it that has you feel like you're sitting on needles? And if you can't figure that out, which I can understand, what is it that is on your head when you jump up? In your head, on your mind. And start writing these things down, because what we are looking for is the common thread throughout them, the emotion. For you, it's not about stopping there. What you need to find is an activity that can soothe, and let breathe this emotion, this sense of being. You're not supposed to sit still. You can't. It's in your natural you. Stress is your way forward in that it is your intuition. Your intuition lies in your body. You need to let it show you what that is. You can be spiritual. You can be grounded. You can be safe, inspirational. You can be calm, and yet doing 100 things at one time. It's not about how everyone should behave. It's not about you need to act in this way to fulfill your purpose. It is about who you are. It is about feeling safe and comfortable and trusting in and of yourself. I'm not looking to find what to blame for your anxiety. I am looking for what you can do to give it the appreciation that it deserves, from the perspective of not being anxiety at all. I mean, it is, but the foundation in it lies in you simply needing stimulus. You simply need to be moving. You're not alone in this. But if you find the common thread in all of these things, tasks, thoughts that has you jump up your chair, when you find the one thing that can bring you the sense of being that you're looking for, you can also find moments of recharging. Why? Because then you won't be afraid of never being purposeful again. Then you will know. We can never know ourselves 100%, right? But this can help you know more about you. Not what you're supposed to be like. Not what is expected of you. But who you are. That's okay, Lena. Take care, love. You always love being around horses, animals, and the woods, yeah? So why are you trying to push yourself away from it? They're talking about how part of that anxiety can very well be that your studies and what you're focusing on is not correlating with what you want to do. Or rather, it can be that because you need the stressed anxiety that is part of you, you choose to actually see it as in being in conflict, when it doesn't have to be. Honor, not blame, yeah. When we can't sit still, it's not about we're not enough. When we can't sit still, it's simply there is something we can do, that we want to do, that we can achieve, that we are not hearing. And to then sit down and try to find it, it will scream louder. You can't hear it in all the noise. Instead, let it come out. So yeah, I am asking you to, it is conflict in the sense that I'm asking you to sit down and write it out. But we need to see it, not press it away from us. That will cause discomfort also in the physical body. We need to just be who we are and realize, yeah, honor, not blame. And honor being, hey, you're alive. We function in a certain way and we deserve to love ourselves for it. And when we start there, this is something that I say to everyone, you will resonate with this, guys. I've said it so many times, but I can say it so many more. When we start from here, if we feel unsafe in ourselves, unworthy in ourselves, nowhere to be proud of ourselves, others' insights will be judgment. When we feel safe in ourselves, when we feel we can be proud of ourselves, in some way we have a little anchor that makes us feel, others' insights become inspiration. That is the difference. But for you, Alcazar, you need to realize that you are not wrong in not being able to be calm. You are simply not being calm because there is something that your body and you are trying to show you. And when you can see that, when you can feel it, when you can let that breathe, then you can also find space to recharge and to be calm. It's terrifying to relax when we are afraid of losing who we are in the process. But if you know who you are, in a way, right? Not 100%. But if you feel comfortable in at least having somewhat of an understanding in how you function, you have this little plan, this little guideline to follow, then you know, your instincts know, that you will be safe. It will come back to you. You're not gonna lose it. Because it's simply a part of the natural cycle. You're afraid of it because you're pushing it in, when in reality it's already bobbing around safely, comfortably. You're not gonna lose it. I've always felt like animals and nature is more of a hobby, but it's something I've always wanted to be around for more than I am at the moment, yeah. It feels like you're pushing it away from you, and it feels like you are blaming yourself. Here comes blame and honor again. It feels like you're blaming yourself, Alcazar, for pushing it away. You're not listening to yourself, and you feel not worthy to then experience joy or being calm because you're doing something that is wrong. Instead of seeing you can have more than one hobby, instead of seeing everything comes together, everything is part of the same because it's part of your life. You should be proud of doing different things that you felt drawn to do. You can't lose out on one or the other because it's all part of your life. So when I told you it feels like you are putting them in situations where they are conflicting with each other, this is what I mean. Do they have to? Or is it simply two pieces of the same puzzle? The puzzle being life. Hello, Shira. Does it make sense what I'm saying, Alcazar? I feel there's been a lot of, I've been just talking and talking and talking and talking, but I feel there is something that makes sense behind the words, if that makes any sense. It feels like there is a meaning here that is reaching out to you in between the lines. Yeah, I think this was the little puzzle piece that you needed today, Alcazar. Just too many, just a lot of words, but I feel there is something within that is tangible for you. I'm gonna check. Now, I'm gonna look into this. Bempus picked the figurines again today, and I've not opened the little box. So we put them in this little basket, and I've not seen them. I have no idea what is in here today. Miss Random, hi love. I have no idea what's in here. Shall we see? And see which one would like to work with us. It's gonna be a quiet one, a silent one, Alcazar. But it is definitely this little fella. He's been with us before. This little cat. He's been with us before, but he wanna come out again today. But I felt it was in the words that there was just a meaning in between them that you needed. That is what I have for you today, dear. A lot of words. Miss Random, thank you, Alcazar, for letting me bring you that. Miss Random, I want to talk to you a little bit because you were signed up to join the Meridian Flush and you were not on the call. However, the flush still worked with you and you've been given access to a channel that is called a Sacred Clearing on the server. Please head in there and just share the experience with other people or read about other people's experiences, because the flush can be a quite dramatic flush. It is a flushing of the system, it has bodily and emotionally outlets and reactions, and they can be quite dramatic. So have a little look in there if you feel you want to, but it's important that you listen to you. Yes, it is. Because when you're signed up, I'm going through the list one by one with everyone who was signed up. Even if they're not in the call, they will still work with a flush. And they do have some, and it can have some dramatic reactions. It is a cleansing of the energetic system. And what it cleanses out, what it flushes out, need to find its way out of the body somehow. That is why you can have emotional and physical reactions to it. So have a little look in that channel there, because there you find other people who experienced the flush before. We have some in chat here now also. And you can also find my teacher in there who taught me about the meridian flush. I'm sorry for my bangs today, guys. I ruined them completely and I'm waiting for them to grow out. I hope you can still enjoy this little comforting little space. Yeah, flush hype. Flush hype. There are many here today who have experienced it. It is it's a very dramatic but beautiful experience. And dramatic in the sense that it does give emotions or reactions. Yep, it does. Itchy and wobbly, I think many can agree with. We have someone who became very sweaty as well, because it needs to find its way out, right? You can need to use the blue more often. It can be skin outbreaks, or you can get headaches, you can become to sweat a lot, or you get emotional outbursts, all and everything. It's just a way for what does not serve you anymore to come out. And it's working with you for 5 days, is what we usually say. So have a little look in that channel so that you know that you are safe and not alone. We are going through the readings, Stardust. We are going through the readings. I have Georgie. You are next in queue. Are you here still, love? And sweaty face, yeah. A lot of headaches, acne and stomach aches, yeah. Emotional outbursts are an understatement, yeah. But it's also very beautiful. The flush is a beautiful little friend. Hello, Georgie. You are next in queue, dear. What would you like today? Would you like a reading or a healing, general or specific? How do you feel? You will find them all in there. Shin Tobias. Hello, dear. Welcome. This may have a general reading. Lots going on, but whatever you're drawn to. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see if this works. I love it. Every time it works. I love that. Okay. Are you feeling better now, Saturn? If it flushes you like waterworks, yeah. Okay. I think this is an energy that many can resonate with, Georgie. Especially right now. the general energy, right? Not the specifics, but the general energy I think many can resonate with right now. What we want to talk to you about today is responsibility, and where you put your responsibility when everything is asking you to. You know? When you have so many different aspects of your life that you want to show equal amount of love to. And I feel what we want to talk to you about is, you wanted a healing? It says healing. I said reading. I felt it was a reading today. Is that okay, Georgie? I see you said healing, but they really said, nah, there's a message here. We need to talk. Is that okay, Georgie? Would you feel safe with it? Because I feel the healing today is in words, because we need to look at the situation. Is that okay? Would you feel safe with that, Georgie? Because I can definitely do a healing too, but I feel there is information that definitely wants to come through. You are torn between two, yeah. Okay. So what I want to talk to you about, Georgie, is, like I said, responsibility. And when you feel you want to focus on career, or you want to focus on what is where you can build your self-sense of backbone. It's not to say that family doesn't give you a backbone, but when we feel we want something that we can be proud of, that is us in a very special way. That is just, it's just a different way it works. It gives us affirmation and confirmation on a different level, and it's something that many resonate with right now. It's not selfish to want to see how far you can accomplish yourself, because at the start of the stream I spoke about how I see so many friendships breaking right now, dissolving, and how many heartbreaks there are in this. And the reason for this, and what came through when working with these individuals, is that they are being pushed to open up and really focus on working with what they want to do, as in their career, as in their passion, as in their accomplishment in that area. And I feel with you, I feel this is what we want to talk to you about, because when you want to focus on what you see as being you, which it is, you get to feel selfish. You feel like you don't show enough love to the others around you, when in reality you are focusing on you, which spreads that love around. I'm not saying you are never gonna give up all your other responsibilities and focus solely on you and your career and however what you can do in this and how you can grow it and all of that. But I am being told that because of it, you should know that it's okay to put in the energy into it, and it's actually going to be even easier for you to naturally seek and meet and care for your other responsibilities that lies so close to your heart, if you feel safe in that. When you feel the urge when you can scratch that itch to see what you can do in this area, that will help you relax and be safe and give you space and time in both yourself, in your mind and your body and your being, to also be with family, to also take care of the other responsibilities from your heart. It's very similar to what you feel with, or what we spoke to Alcazar about. in a sense. It's when we go against it, and you know this so well. It's when you go against it that it takes up more energy, that it takes longer to settle. And it's not wrong, but I feel it's time you see that own mirror, that you say to others, it's time we can say to you as well, love. It's not wrong to focus on you, and in actual fact, when you do, and when you listen to that, is when you give space to also what other responsibilities that are important. Because if we're gonna be frank, and we're gonna be some tough love now, Georgie, you know this yourself, you tell this to so many others, but sometimes it's good to hear it ourselves, right? When the truth is, or we can see as part of the truth being, when we focus on going against ourselves in wanting to take ourselves first. So first we feel we want to focus on us, and then we feel selfish for doing so, so we put the energy into feeling bad about wanting to focus on us, and we're going against that energy. This is taking up more than double of the energy that it would take to do, to just do. We're spending more energy in our own head, more space, more time, more focus on ourselves. In actual fact, when thinking we are selfish, instead of just doing it, and then give time to what we feel is important, what we feel would make us not be selfish. We are in actual fact being more selfish by going against it than flowing with it. So what am I telling you? Do it. Focus on how you can develop your practice, and please also hear the message that so many light workers hear right now. Do things together as a community, but that seek out your strength, what you are the best at doing. That will bring you confirmation, affirmation, love. And then if you feel like it, come and join. Lady Luna Star has opened up her channel on Thursdays for healers to come in, if you get into contact with her first, and spread communal healing, mass healing to the world, where it's not about us as one person. It's not about, are we good enough? It's not about, can we do this? Are we worthy of this? Will we be able to get enough money out of this? Nothing of that matters in this. We do our strength, and we come together with other people's strengths, and together we form the full puzzle. And you know what that brings? Brings healing, love, and light to the world, and it brings it to you. And you will grow. You get that affirmation, the confirmation. We sit in our little corners and we work our asses off, and we feel we don't know if we're worthy of this. We don't know if we're doing it the right thing. And instead we come together and we say, you know what? This is my strength. This is what I can do for the collective. And then other people coming in with other perspectives, what they are so good at doing. And together we form the full picture. And everything else will just start to make sense. Together we help people find who they resonate with. Together you will not sit alone. Work your ass off and wonder if you're worthy of it. When we open up and we dare to be honest in what we are good at, seeing our strengths, saying, yeah, this is me. And also saying, this is not quite me. But I know this person, but they are great at this. And we would kind of change perspectives. All of this is coming to me right now, Georgie. So I don't mean to come with a hammer and say, but in a way, no, you're not selfish. Listen to it, Georgie. As you say to everyone else, follow the flow. Let it guide you. Trust it. And everything will find its space, find its time, and get the attention, the appreciation, and the love that it deserves. And in these chaotic times, how do we know we do right and follow? When the mind and heart co-align, can coexist. We listen to us. And I truly believe that not one person are born with ill intentions. It's when we listen, we can find the answer. So this for you, Georgie, is a call to action in going back to what you yourself stand for. Flow. Flow. That is the healing in words I felt you needed today. The figurines are not really want to work. They want to be very quiet today. So here comes a silent one. It's a Lego cat. You will have time to play when you trust the flow to work. You know what I mean. Hello, Dandelion Energy Oracle. Welcome, dear. I love your name. Dandelion. Welcome to a little corner, dear. I've gotten cats many times, have you not, Georgie? They talk about dogs too. Let's see if there's something else, but I felt this was what was needed as a message today, Georgie. And I feel when you open up the flow in your life, because it goes from your mind, you also open up the flow in your energetic system. And that helps heal the body too. You know, I believe in you as a healer, you say, because I've heard this before, and let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel you are part of these people who say that when you feel a cold burst, there is something that is needed of healing, right? When it's cold over this particular part of the body or in the different bodies. We stay here and we warm it, so we make it so that we can help it. And if it stay cold, we need to have perspective, second opinions from a medical professional. But I've heard this teaching in healing, and what I feel I want to tell you in this is that the areas that you feel are blocked off in your body right now and that are being cold and stale, stagnant, they're all connected to your mind, and it has to do with you not allowing the flow. Although you try that, you think that you listen, and you do listen, but you try to listen with judgment instead of inspiration. It's something that so many can resonate with me included. I always judge myself, and I want to do the right thing, and I want to have the intuition tell me how to do the right thing. But what is right? So when you allow this flow to start forming your trust again for yourself, that will flow also in your body, helping with these areas that you feel are cold. Yeah. Thank you, Georgie. So I'm asking them if I should send you some healing, and they say for you to understand your own strength. I have a lion here too. For you to understand your own strength, let this flow open up your own healing orbs. This time, I feel that is what is needed. So this is what I have for you today, dear. And it's beautiful seeing you again. It truly is. It's beautiful being back. And not work on your flow, just allow it. Don't work it, allow it. There's a difference. Thank you. Feels good to be back. And you can't do it wrong, Georgie. I know that I said a lot of today, but you know it yourself. You can't do it wrong. Just allow. And if you can't do it the first time, do it again and again. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you, dear. I hope you can hear the music all right, guys. Luffare, are you still here, love? That warms my heart, Miss Moon. It really does. I love this. You know? I'm glad. You are next in queue, Luffare. Would you like a transference? And what are you looking for today? Miss Moon. It's chaotic also for me, as it is for many right now. You have no idea how much those words mean to me. You're touching my heart. Thank you. Thank you so much. Of course. I was actually gonna ask you, Luffare. So, would you like your healing? Because I feel for you, yeah. gonna do this maybe a bit differently. We'll see. So, funny thing, Naomi's birthday was on the same day that we had her call, and I was too, counting down the days, and I thought, every time I saw your name, Naomi, I was like, can't wait to tell you happy birthday. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna do this on call. I'm gonna do it when we start. So I'm gonna wait for people to come in, and then I'm gonna start the whole session, so to speak, with wishing you a happy birthday. And of course, you were one of the first to come in. And then I sat and waited, and I just felt, please don't mention it's your birthday. I know I'm waiting. I just want as many people as possible to be here so we can sing to you. This was my, what I sat in, and then you mentioned it was your birthday. And I felt so, Naomi, I know, please know that I know. We can be a bit funny as humans sometimes. No, that's okay. It's your birthday, Naomi. You couldn't know. I just felt, please don't know that please don't feel I've forgotten, because I definitely am not. It was quite funny, actually. Every time you said something, I just felt, I know it's your birthday, please just wait. Okay. Let's see, Lefara, if we can put you in the top. Yay! Okay. Also, for you who saw our audio stream, well, supposed to be an audio stream, but the last stream we did 2020, internet didn't really work, and so it was mostly audio. I went on holiday that night. Well, actually it was the day after, but I completely forgot, and I thought we will have time to upload it. It's gone. I'm sorry. It's gone. So now let's make new memories. But I am sorry for you who had wished to keep it if you had a reading or so. But like I said, let's make new ones. It was the first time I missed, actually, I think. I'm gonna get better. But that's okay. We make new memories. Okay. I'm gonna look at your charts, Lefora, and just look at your body, because I feel there are, these cold areas that I spoke to Georgie about. I feel you have them too. It feels like you're hot and cold at the same time, but on different parts of your body. So I almost see like a checkered pattern in you with hot and cold. And I'm just trying to see what it is that makes it so. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, and this was something that Lady Luna spoke about before. Usually when we go through and we work with energy in different forms, yoga and qigong, and different forms of work, we usually think we meet it like this on same side, left to left, right to right. And I feel with you, Farah, I would like to shift it And it's something that Luna said too, when we feel out of balance, what we can do is we can shift it to the opposite so that it can find its balance again. We are losing it up from where it is, stationary right now, where it doesn't really feel it belongs, and we let it loosen up so that it can find its way home again. With you, I feel this is also very mentally anchored. For many, I feel today. Before I went on stream, my guides told me today is going to be a healing stream. We're mostly just going to work with healing. I thought I was going to sit and just heal, send out healing energy. And what it turns out to be is that I feel in many cases, and this can be also because we're needed as a community right now to heal each other. They are mostly asking me to work with your own healing abilities. And that many things that we experience are very mentally anchored. And with you, I feel this has got to do with family. It feels like you have that connection to your parents or elderly family members that makes it so that you want to keep who you were before. Now when you feel like you stepped into new shoes, they're not telling me exactly what is going on, but I want to come through and I want to help you find your own way of healing this. This is what I'm being called to do. Okay, so I'm gonna light some candles. I think there will be 2 or 3 of them. And I'm gonna come through and very gently, they're telling me right now that I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna work with you, but it's not gonna be the same way we did before, because you need to do this yourself. That is not to say that I won't help you. So I'm gonna light some candles. I'm gonna find your frequency. We will let this take the time that it takes. I'm glad you resonate, love. You see how little I had left on the match? This is how I feel you feel too. We can look at this match. You're getting burned because this is where you felt. Actually, this was you all the way, the match, and then you started to find your own journey, right? It's not to say that you're burning, but you're finding new things. You're letting the energy flow. That is frequency. That is warmth. So you're finding you're trailing your way down. And now we're getting so close that there is so little left that you feel it starts to burn you out. Literally. In that I want to be who I've become, but I feel it would be disrespectful towards my family members. I want us to go in and see that you can be both, because you're just you. Being respectful towards people you love or respect is to be you, is to be respectful of you. And you found a path where you feel you belong. That is the most beautiful thing you can do. Again, I talk a lot today because I feel a lot is in our mental body. So I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna start by your feet. But as I go, I will let a little guide of yours be with to start to pull in, push in intuition. Meaning, as we go, you will gain information. You don't have to feel you need to note this down or that you will need to pay attention to what I'm saying, it will come to you naturally. So as we go through your body, there will come subconscious information of how you will be able to start to heal yourself your way, not mine, your. Hello, Petusa, welcome in, dear. No, por favor. No hablo español. We only speak English here, dear. Okay, but it's lovely to have you. Perdona, no hablo español. That is literally one of the few things I can. I know. So I'm starting with your feet. Starting with your right toes, or your toes on your right foot. So cold here. Usually when I get anxious in a way that I feel I disrespected someone, my feet start to hurt. My ankles especially start to hurt. When I am really scared of having hurt someone's feelings, when I go to sleep, my ankles are making it very difficult for me to fall asleep. I see this in your feet too. So I am just gonna bring in energy today, and everything is gonna be downloaded subconsciously to you. We are building up your intuition. Okay? Yeah, here we have the ankles. Almost like they're scarred. It's okay. Let's put a little sock on the foot. There we go. Here comes the worm. Good. I'm not gonna be as direct as I usually am, because we're working with your guides to simply attach the information to the body part. It's literally what we're doing to try and help you get an understanding, deep trust, rather, in your understanding of your own body. There we go. Now things are starting to move about a little bit. Good. I'm moving slowly up your leg. Very, very slowly. Yeah, I know. It can hurt. It's okay. And up by your thigh, you have so much tension here. Do you squeeze your thighs when you get angry and anxious? Because your muscles are overworking here. You don't have to answer. It's just something I came to think of. Yeah. So it is almost like you want to become the little girl again. So it's almost like literal stretch marks of where your adult body seems to be too much. You started to add discomfort into where you were comfortable before. You because you want to be who they saw back then in every sense. But dear, she is still in there. All you are doing is letting her breathe, letting her smile by growing up, by finding new things, by exploring the world. This is what you're doing, not hiding her away. You're letting her explore the world. That's exactly what they would have wanted. I'm working with your left leg now. I've gone over and I'm working on your left leg. This is better. Here lies some grief. That's okay. We're loosening it up, and at the end we're gonna align so that it slowly can find its own balance. All at the same time, you're getting all the information. This is simply what my guides are telling me. Yeah, here we are by the knee. Here's that giraffe again, you know, that we spoke of. This is where that feeling is. I'm too tall because I want to be the small girl. I'm glad you're letting her explore the world. Yes, and herself. You can feel some tingles, or you don't feel nothing at all. I'm working with warmth now, where I usually work with coldness, and I can sense it's responding. So there's some tingles that could be in your other bodies. But I'm working my way down your leg, your left leg. I'm out of shot now, sorry. Coming down to your ankles. Okay, I want to help your left foot here because it's somewhat skewed. I think we can help it come into balance. The foot out. I'm gonna see what I can do. Okay, you have a muscle right underneath where your knuckles would be on your hand, but on your foot. Okay, there we have it. And I'm just gonna see if we can push it back. There we go. Okay, that's better. Much better. I'm gonna stitch that up. I'm gonna help with it. I can feel you feel it building up with pressure now. I'm gonna help it flow. I'm just gonna stitch it up first. Because it's not used to being this way. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it flow. Let's see. Okay, we have two channels here who are intersect. So we're gonna let him come loose. There comes the flow. I can feel it in my foot. I love when that happens. There the blood can flow. It's gonna take some time to find the balance in this adjustment. So even if you don't know what you're doing, I would really encourage you to hold your hands. Just caress your foot, your left foot. Just caress it and put the intention of healing. Again, you're getting the information now, but this adjustment is going to take time. So it could be that you get some, they're telling me that you could get some swelling. Always seek with a medical professional first, but they're telling me that it can be natural, something that can naturally happen now because your foot is so used to being in a different position than what it is now. But I hope in time it will help you bring that balance, because it does feel it helps. If you feel like you want to, you know where to find me as well, and we can work with this, but it's gonna take time. But now I feel at least it can flow a little. I'm gonna put a bubble in to help it heal. Okay, there you go. Good. Not gonna touch that foot anymore. Just let it be. I very quickly went over your genital area before. We're gonna continue up the tummy, your sides, your waist, and your tummy. Very gently. I'm just underneath your belly button now. Yeah, you're so scared of hurting people. It's okay. Yeah, you can follow suit. You can follow the hands if you want to. I heard you. I just heard the question. Feels natural to you. Your tummy starts to react. It's good. Again, we're gonna loosen it up, and then we're gonna align to help it come into balance. Moving up your torso, solar plexus. It's okay. Just putting a little whirlwind around you with comfort. Yeah, you have a lot of stress here. It's almost like when we touch this little point, part of you goes, will this take much longer? You know, that the stress is ramping up. And then you have the other part which is saying, calm down, all is fine. This is all that we're gonna work with, putting back into balance, love. It's okay. It's okay. Everything you feel is part of the experience, and it's valid. Because it's you. Coming up to your chest. I spoke to you about your armpits before, right? I think you really can find comfort in putting your hands in your armpits sometimes. Hello, Max. I think you've done so previously, but maybe when you're upset, but it feels something with your armpits. It sounds funny, but really, it's quite beautiful. Okay, I'm going to your back now, just below your neck, your shoulder blades. Very gently, just going down your back. Hello, fine Stella. Hello, Laura. Can we have a little shout out for our wonderful artist and friend? If you're here, Pampers. Can we have a little shout out for Laura? I missed you, love. Welcome in. Working with your waist from your back. This feels better though, Afara. I feel you found a better posture or a sense of posture in all the chaos. Although you're really tired, I just see your back seems to, there's something in there. Okay, seems to have improved somewhat. Although you're laughing about this, but I see it in the energy. Okay, going back up again. And I'm gonna work with your right hand side shoulder. And down your arm. And remember, in all of this, there are coming information. We are doing a little healing session right now, fine Stella. It's beautiful having you here. We are working with Livestream. Down your heart. We're coming to your fingers, your hands. Happy New Year, Laura. When we start to feel pain in our wrists, you remember what I said in our ankles? That for many, and for me included, I feel my ankles when I'm terrified of hurting someone or having hurt someone's feeling. When we feel it in our wrists, and this is for you too, Laura, when we feel it in our wrists, for me, when I say that, it's very common that we are afraid of our own expression, meaning that we don't quite trust what we say, because we don't really know where we feel it in our body. So your wrists, the foot is also part of this, so that you don't have to worry, because I feel there's been a worry here. Okay, I'm just gonna put a whirlwind around the hand. Moving up to the left hand side shoulder. Or you have the feeling you'll carry someone else's weight. It's okay, you can shake it off. They are safe and you are safe. Well done, Max. And I'm sorry, fine Stella. We are working. I'm working with a person in chat. I'm working with the healing, but I feel you know what it is. We are definitely gonna fix a little message. That's a good idea, Naomi. Coming down to the wrist also here. And the hand. Now I'm gonna work with your neck and your throat, starting right here. In your collarbones. I heard a winds there. It's okay. It's okay. And if you're distracted, that's okay too. If everything's happened subconsciously with your guide, it's okay. Moving up your neck. We're gonna do that what we did before, in where I pull your energy one direction and then the other. But we're gonna do that after this. We come through the head, and then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna align. But right now, I'm working with your coming up to behind your ears. Your yaw. Right underneath your lip and your chin right here. Here you have a lot of tension. Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it? You can give yourself that little massage as well. I'm glad. I believe that is part of why they asked me to just transmute that. Coming up right here now. Those beautiful cheekbones. And the nose. Your eyes. Your forehead and your temples. And the top of your head. And just going over and down. Back side of the head. Okay. Now, what I will do is that I will put my hands on either side of your head, and I'm gonna pull the energy. We've done this before. I'm gonna pull the energy one direction, and then I'm gonna pull it the other direction, and then we're gonna come back into the center. Okay? So I'm putting my hands. Hello. I'm putting my hands on either side of your face. I'm coming in closer now because this is more of direct interaction. You're making me laugh. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it the one way and then the other. Okay, ready? This is everything that you don't want to see about yourself. This is everything that you wish you had or were. And now we're coming into balance of who you are right here and now. You're beautiful the way you are. Now from your feet, I'm going to pull this whirlwind from underneath your feet, up over your body, over your head, and And now from here, we will start to align all that is swimming around in your body right now. We'll start to align it and to let it find its way back into balance, where each part feels safe, each part feels whole. Good. It's gonna take time. I'm well aware. It is a good start. More people are feeling this too. That's good. If you're feeling it and it's not your reading, it's okay. It's coming to whoever needed and resonate. There you have the breathing. And the last one. So, Glufaram, this is gonna take time, but please know and remember, you are simply, you're being that girl, simply showing her the world, and it's the most beautiful thing you can do. Okay? You are swimming right now, I know. But everything is finding its way back. So I will check in with you. I'm gonna put a bubble in, and you guys are working with you. So slowly, they're gonna ground you back into clearance. But right now, you need to be a little bit swinging because things need to find a way back and where they feel they belong, where they're home. I'm gonna put a little bubble in, and then I'm trusting your guides. And I see they are already starting to work, slowly bringing that clear, beautiful sense of you back. How are you feeling? And confused is a good word. Don't worry. I was being asked to not come too close. I was being asked to not work directly because this is something that you need to do in your own space, in your own time. But I believe in you, and I hope it can bring some comfort. I'm glad. Because I can see that, it's okay. And you know where to find me if you want us to do a more direct interaction, but right now I feel this was what was important. In touch with my guides, which is new for me, but it has been happening lately, so thank you for including them. But they were inviting me the other way around. You got this. Hello, Zach. Welcome in. It's beautiful to see you. So I feel this is what I wanted to do today. and I hope it can bring some comfort. You got it all within you. Okay? Thank you. I'm glad. You guys, I was hoping that to the new year I would at least have been able to iron this out. And yesterday things have happened. Oh, it's been so much. But it's fun. But it's so much. And yesterday I thought, well, at least it's clean. And then I went to join in Lady Luna's mass healing beautiful stream. Again, please check it out. Go and join her if you feel like. We're needing everyone who wants to join. It's a mass healing for the world. And during that, I was so in the moment that, are you ready? Of course, I spilled wax. So it will be washed again and hopefully ironed out this time. Hello, Luna. And thank you. I love this mug. I'm glad. So, Mary lives. You have a wonderful energy. I felt you needed to hear that. Crying is the most beautiful thing you can do. So, Saturn, love, are you still here? I am probably not going to be able to do all of you today, but you know how it is. I take the time that it's needed, and you are going to get your transference, but it could be on another stream, but you are staying in queue till you get your transference or till you wish to leave. We do not rush things here, and Luna has helped me realize that. Help me being brave in that. What are you looking for today, Saturn? Because you are next in queue. You can think of that because I just remembered that we had someone who wished to have a bubble. It's fine, Stella. Are you here, fine, Stella? Because no, a figurine pull. Oh, we do the figurine pull if Stella is here, and then we move into your general healing, Saturn. Are you here, Stella? Still? Okay. So if someone sees Stella, I have a figurine here for her. It's right here. We will move into your healing then, Saturn. And then Zach, you are first in pending, love, if you would like a transference today. We have a general healing. I feel more mentally and physically capable in the past month, and it's giving me a renewed sense of purpose. And I want to perpetuate that healing. Absolutely. You are impending, yes, from before, from last year. But you do how you feel, dear. You can feel if you want to. Okay. Okay. Let me light the candle. You know, you guys always thank you. I'm being true to my words. Okay, Saturn, I'm gonna come through. And how it's gonna work today is that we're going out on a march. Yeah? We're gonna go on a march of us, of you. So what is gonna happen, I would like to do a silent healing with you today. It's not gonna be a long one, but it is gonna be a lot is gonna happen, okay? So, we're gonna go on a journey, you and I. We are gonna walk a little beautiful march for ourselves. And we're gonna pause memories, signs, all this good stuff, dreams, imagery, smells, all of that. And it's all gonna be done in silence. So I'm gonna put back I'm actually being asked. My little light holder is a mess, but I'm being asked to show it to you. So I'm gonna put this candle that is almost collapsed, showing the beauty and the strength in what simply is. Do you see how messy it is? And we're gonna go on a journey, Saturn. Good. So close your eyes, or focus on the candle if you feel you want to. I actually want to put the angel here. Okay, so breathe. Close your eyes. I'm gonna increase the music somewhat, and I'm simply gonna send you waves of healing to open up the door for you. It's not gonna be a long march, it's gonna be a beautiful journey. So just breathe. Listen and watch. And whoever wants to join, you're welcome to. I'm gonna start sending the healing from your feet, from your as you start to soar, flying free in the space of you, of the universe with endless, beautiful, eternal opportunities. And I will stay with you for a little while as we continue our journey, flying, embrace with a healing warmth of comfort and love. I'm gonna work a little with your body now. Just continue on your journey. Breathe. Enjoy. Listen. Beautiful. Now very slowly we will come into our landing, and we will land on our feet in comfort, in joy, hope, and the knowledge of you being you. You're welcome back when you're ready, Saturn. It was a very brief little journey, but a very beautiful one. How are you feeling, dear? Oh, Dandelion, thank you so much for the bits. Appreciate it. Thank you. I hope we can bring you some comfort and joy. Hope. Do you want to share a little of what you experienced, love? You can keep it for yourself. That's okay. Are you comfortable? Is all I want to know. It was a very short one, but it was a beautiful one. Oh, Laura, thank you so much for the bits. You could feel a string attached to your heart pulling me up to the heavens. I was working a lot with your heart, simply saying this is you and you are beautiful. That's the march today. I am beautiful and I am me. Thank you. That's what I felt I wanted to do with you today. It's what I was asked. Thank you for letting me be part of that. Even for a very brief little, very short little march, but oh so important and beautiful. Thank you, Saturn. How are you guys in chat? How are you? How are you feeling? I feel there was a lot of emotion coming around for many of you. Oh, Zach. I appreciate it. You're on the move. And to see you being in that energy after everything that you've been through. I'm not talking about what happened before, but I mean now, Saturn. There's been so much chaos, and it is for so many people. You really bring inspiration to so many by just being you. And that's it. It's the most difficult and yet the easiest thing to do is to be you. And that's what's so important. Yeah, you're struggling a bit with not being enough. It's normal. I feel the same, Luna. And I know for you, I want to say, Luna, that when we say that what you did yesterday touched us, what we all did yesterday, I mean, I'm getting teary-eyed now. I mean it, Luna. I have no words. I would want to do that every single night, although I'd be very tiring. But I definitely want to do it again. So the first I was pinged, and the way that you held it all together made me feel safe in that, okay, you know what, I send you comfort, and then when the waves, the doors open, I'll come to you. I was afraid of leaving them beforehand prematurely, but you always made it possible to come back. That was one part of it that made me feel safe. The other part was when my guides told me, for this one you're gonna sit in, for this one you're gonna receive. And Luna, I know it was subtle to you, but I have never felt that much energy. I loved it. And when we did the waves, I literally, my body was literally doing like this. And then came open up towards the world. And you said that, I started to feel it, and then you said it, that gratitude was gonna come through. And it definitely really did. I reached someone who was homeless and who just wanted that hope of self, of feeling I can do it. It was incredible, Luna. So that judgment that is telling you that it wasn't enough and that you weren't enough, It was the most beautiful thing I have experienced, and I'm not saying that just cause. Okay. Michi. Hello, love. How are you? That I mean. And for you who do not know what I'm talking about, Luna has on Thursdays, if we can have a little shout out, I'm gonna do, so the bot will tell you about it, but I have not been able to today. I've been sleeping. I'm gonna be honest. I've been sleeping all day. Because it was work, but it was bloody beautiful work. But we will have a bot that will tell people about this. But for now, we have a little shout out. Luna has on Thursdays, she is opening her channel up to communal healing. And there are, if you get in contact with her beforehand, we are looking for every type of healer there can be, because it's a mass healing of the world, and it is absolutely beautiful. And also, the Linguined Mermaid, welcome there. Time for you to start the evening. Wish you a great stream and take care. You too, Fabian. We love you so much. I realized it sounded a lot like Lucy there. But that's with love. You're amazing. Take care, love. Have a beautiful evening. So, fine, Stella. Are you still here, love? And Naomi, are you here? I've seen you fairly recently, but are you here now? That's beautiful, Saturn. Naomi, you're in a brilliant mood today. So much. Your energy is lovely, dear. So you asked for one sentence encouragement. When your inner child tells you that you're doing good, you're doing really good. When your inner child tells you that you are doing good, you are doing great. Yeah, I know. And there you have it. Michi, thank you for the raise up, love. I'm so glad seeing you. You were lagging behind? That's okay. Twitch had some issues, and we had some issues, and it's fine. We all just come together in the midst of the chaos and we say, you know what? Here is also love. So Zach, you are next, dear. I can't do a proper heart, but I'm trying. Would you like a transference today, Zach? Oh, she's more than welcome to, Naomi. And you know that love that you feel comes from you. So by giving her a hug, she's getting both of that, all of that love. But of course you can come and have a hug. What would you like, Zach? Would you like a reading or a healing? General or specific? How do you feel? You would like to stay in bed. I know the feeling. Oh, you've been ordering cookbooks. Yeah, sometimes we really have to wait quite some time, but we're not stressing. We're letting it take the time it takes, and if you don't get your transference today, you will get so the next day possible. Because we have many people, so I am not going to be able to do everyone today, but you are more than welcome. The next time it's possible, because you're always going to stay in queue unless you leave it on your own accord or till you get your transference. That's how we do things around here. Transmission. Yeah. A general healing for 500. Okay. Hello, Lucy. Welcome in, guys. Hello. Oh, it's so beautiful to see you. Welcome in. Thank you so much for bringing your family here, love. Hello. Welcome to our little corner. My name is Sarah. For you who do not know me from before, I am an intuitive healer and counselor. Right now, we are working our way healing. We just had a little journey where we were flying about in this beautiful universe of possibilities in where we are right now in the world. All I hope to bring right here and right now is comfort, joy, and that light to open up the door to our own self-love. Lucy has inspired me a great deal. I've not known you for long, but you put that beautiful giggle at me, and that really comes through sometimes. Because you are a great inspiration, so welcoming here. I really appreciate you being here. How was your stream? How was your stream? You saw your first ever healing? So we are gonna go into a healing with Zach, is what comes next. So I'm gonna, I have a little, my fiance is building the queuing system and it's really good, but I need to do things manually. So I'm gonna do my little scrolly scroll and I'm gonna put Zach in for the next reading, as is transference. And when we do transferences, it is reading or healing, and reading I do energetically. So energy reading or healing, and general or specific. That's how we work here. Beautiful to have you in. So you're gonna be some clickety clicks, but that's okay. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Okay. There we are. Sweet dreams, Pixie. It was good. Perked up in the few reads at the end. It was just chilled out. I like that. I love that. It's so beautiful. Have a nice rest, dear. Take care. Okay, so Zach, a general healing. You like the clickety clicks? I'm glad. So, Don Leon 82, Drunken Hunter 2, and True Sensitivity, welcome in. Thank you for following. I'm gonna light a little candle for you as as well. Okay, Zach. I'm gonna find your frequency. I'm gonna come to you. And we're simply gonna shake the body. Okay? I'm gonna do a little check-in. Because I feel you have a lot of tension, especially up here. And that's okay. It's so interesting with you because you have a very beautiful relationship to your subconscious. It's quite fascinating. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it's quite fascinating to see. So when we work with you, it could be that we work with your metaphysical body, so the body closest to your physical, rather than your physical. And that's why you sometimes feel things after a little while. And I find that to be quite beautiful because you have that interaction in the energetic channels, so to speak, that I find to be really fascinating. I'm glad you feel so deserved. So I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna put, you remember this from Lady Luna, I'm gonna put a little beautiful blanket from over your head down to your feet, and very gently we're just gonna shake the body and bring balance. It's just gonna be the sense of what is the theme of today? You. Okay? So I'm gonna come in. Hello there, Zach. Let me know when you are ready, so that I know that you are focused, because sometimes you're focused elsewhere, which is also a beautiful quality of yours. You like to focus on different things. For you to feel safe in this interaction, I've been asked to ask you to let me know when you're ready. Okay? So let me know. I'm just gonna wait here in the space between. I'm glad. Okay. So I'm coming in. Here you are. You have so many thoughts. That's okay. You're gonna give them all the appreciation and love they deserve. So I'm gonna come in with a little blanket. Just tucking you in, all snuggy, snuggy snug. Bringing in some warmth. I feel you have an energetic thread that's been somewhat damaged here. I'm gonna stitch that up for you too, to help with that flow. Because sometimes your thoughts go staggered. It does for everyone. But I feel I'm being asked to help a little bit with that. It goes to your ear as well. So it's this one going right here. But first, we just put you in a beautiful little blanket. Welcome, true sensitivity. Welcome, Southern Belle. Thank you so much for following. Okay. Putting socks over your feet. It's so fascinating because you are so fascinated. You're so curious, and I love that. Okay. Now I'm just gonna tap a little on your forehead. Just working with energy to bring your focus from all of your bodies into this beautiful swaying motion of comfort. Hello, Shyster. I hope I did not pronounce that wrong. So sorry if I did. Welcome in. Just waving you back and forth. That's good. Welcome in, Shu. Okay. I'm gonna let this continue, waving you back and forth. So I'm putting in a little energetic whirlwind, as I call them. Very soft, very gentle. Just keeping you in that beautiful comfort as you wave back and forth. And then I'm going to take a look at the energetic thread that you have here. So it goes from over your eye and it goes to your ear. So I feel there's some tension here. It could be that you feel some pulsating sometimes, but again, you're very close to your different bodies, so it could very well be something that is working in your energetic body. But I'm gonna take a look at it as you continue to sway back and forth, and we're gonna see. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna find a little thread here, letting my guides hold that one. I'm gonna find the other side of it. Here we are. Gonna put a little conductor, letting them hold that one for me. Then having the other one. There. A little conductor in that one too. Then very slowly gonna have these two come together very gently. Good. I'm gonna stitch them together. How are you feeling, Zach? Putting a little plaster to help the stitches heal. And because this is my energy, I am taking a little lead of yours to make it just sag. Good. And very gently opening up the channel to have it flow. Hello, LD. Feel a little tingly? I'm glad. It's really relaxing. I'm gonna work with your ear too a little bit. Bring that sense of calm. It's really all we're gonna do. Letting the muscles relax. There we go. I feel this was all you wanted today, Zach. Just letting those muscles relax. That's really good. I'm gonna give you a little bubble to have with you to keep this beautiful whirlwind of energy. Ah, the snuggly snug. And it's gonna slowly just move into you and ground you, and it will just be comfort. But I feel it's just this little thing that you needed today. Just comfort. Oh, Emma, thank you so much for gifting us up to Timothy Wichiniki. I love your name. I love your name. Welcome. There you go. I'm just gonna touch your nose, your heart, your tummy, back of your spine, your thighs, and your feet. There you go, Zach. A very, very gentle, very general little healing, just for comfort. Thank you for letting me bring you that. I am just gonna look in, checking with your feet, because they're asking me to just put in some bubbles underneath the soles of your feet. So I'm just gonna do that too. I used it. Boop. Thank you. I hope it brings you some comfort. Sometimes all we want is just some space to breathe. Always, and especially right now, you have such a understanding of your own body. So I'm glad to just let those muscles relax. Thank you, dear. Emma. Okay. So guys, we have many people in queue because we do not rush things here. I am feeling we will do the last transference now. Everyone who is still in queue will stay in queue till you get your transference when next you can. For you who are here right now who are new, you are more than welcome to join our Discord should you feel like it. You find the link down below. It's a beautiful little community, and every month we have a little communal healing working with a meridian flush. It is an intelligent energy that is so beautiful, but it's dramatic. It is work, but boy is it worth it. So if you feel like it, you're more than welcome to come in and say hi. So, Sally here, hello dear, welcome in. So the last transference that we're gonna do today, I'm gonna check with you, find Stella, if you come back yet, if Stella is here. Oh, and for you who wonder what we usually do, we work with figurines. So instead of tarot cards, I use figurines when I do readings. And for each reading, you see we only had 2 readings today and loads of healing. But for each reading, figurines are gathering around the candle. It's quite beautiful. I really love it. So that is what you can expect next time you join in. Okay, so I have Max. Are you still here, love? Because you are next in queue. And then, Thorn's Flower. There is a little figurine that wants to work with you before we take Max. I'm not gonna be able to do a full transference, as I said. This time, you will stay in queue, so don't worry. But Thorn's Flower, I would like to, there's a little message for you. If you don't mind, would that be okay? If you are here, otherwise we will go to Max. Because there is a figurine that would like to start with a silent message for you, Thorn's Flower. And then it might be that more is coming in, but it's definitely this little figurine that just want to show itself to you. If you are here, Thorn's Flower. Otherwise, Max, are you here? I'm calling Max and I'm calling Thorn's Flower. And after then, it's Live Walk, if you are here. I'm just checking. Yes, that is the cue. Or, who is next? I'm just gonna see and wait if Thorn's Flower or Max is here. Otherwise, we will do your transference, love. What can I call you? Lai. Because I feel I don't know how to pronounce your name. There you are, Max. Okay. So, Lai is going to drive me crazy. It's the puppy stuffed animal. You know how many who thought so, that it is a puppy, that it is a doggo? Yes, he is a stuffed animal. It's a plushie. But isn't he cute? Low folk? Mm-hmm. So I'm so glad seeing you have such a beautiful energy, Lo. And one thing that I want to say to you, Lai. Okay, one thing I want to say to you, Lai, is you do not have to feel that you do not have to be your parents. It's okay to be just you. And I know that you know that, but I feel it's good to just come in and say so. Because you are you. And that is it's the beautiful little topic of today. And I've spoken about this a lot before. And it is beautiful in remembering that our parents and everyone around us, I feel you won't resonate 100% with this, but I feel it's important for what is to come, is to say you are you. And what is beautiful with our parents and everyone is that they're human. So when we resonate things with being like our parents, I know this is not your case per se, but I know I've spoken about this before, in that we are afraid of being like our parents. I feel I wanted to share this again, not necessarily to you, Lai, but when we feel that we are afraid of becoming our parents, what we must realize is what we resonate with is being human. And also a common environment that we've had, but we're human, all of us, and that's okay. So for you, I feel I just wanted to have that said. You're gonna get a real transference next time if you feel like joining, love, but I felt for what is to come, just be you. And the most beautiful thing you can be, the most beautiful thing you can do, is to do what you feel is right. It's time. You're beautiful the way you are. Let yourself shine, and that shine will shine upon everyone around you. But it's okay, it's difficult, it's tough, and it is effing impossible sometimes, but boy, it's possible. It's beautiful. Thank you for being here. So you will stay in queue as pending next time you feel like joining love. I'm glad it resonated. So Max, what would you like today, dear? Because you will be the last transference we do today. What would you like? Would you like a reading or a healing? General or specific? Sorry, I'm getting a bit tired. What would you like, Max? Would you like a general healing or a specific? A general? Yep. I'm just trying to find you again. I'm sorry. It's this manual, the manual clickety-click. Okay. It could be because of all the yoga you've done, but I definitely want to work with your lower back, Max. I definitely want to work with your spine. Oh, this. Oh. Because you started to get a new relationship to your back. And I just want to bring in some healing there as well. Because I know you feel, it starts to feel, I'm starting to feel it. It feels good. I want to bring in some healing too and supporting it for what you are now experiencing and what you are doing. So I want to work with your back. I'm going to come through and we're going to see what we're going to do. But that is definitely part of what I feel. Okay? I want to work with this candle with you. That's okay, Enlightened. It's beautiful having you here. There's a reason for everything. So Max, I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna start by putting that beautiful blanket on you, as we do, and then I'm gonna look at your back, okay? I feel like I want to put this little candle back there, okay? So I'm coming through. You have a lot of ancestors who wants to come and speak to you, Max. All these different focus points that you're getting, these pings, as Luna would call them. And I resonate with that, but I know that they, just as you feel, there's something there, and there's something there, and there's something going on. There's a lot of messages that want to come through. Just know that you are safe. Continue to do what you are doing, because why they are close to you now is because you are opening up to you. You're exploring you, and this is very much part of that experience. But I'm not concerned in that it will become overwhelming. Just continue with what you do, okay? Continue working with your body, and this will come natural to you when you're ready. It's just, I see that before I reach you, I see all of this energy around you, okay? So, and for everyone who's listening, energy works differently for everybody. This is for Max that I felt this information to be, okay? It works differently from everyone. It's a unique experience between the interaction or in the interaction between the different souls involved, the situation, the environment, all. This was what I felt from Max. I felt it was important to say that. Okay, so I'm coming in and I'm gonna... Actually, they asked me to start right away at your spine, so I'm gonna lower back right above your tailbone. This is where I'm gonna start. And I'm gonna apply some pressure. And it moves through the spine. It's okay, sit with it. Sit with it. It's okay. We're activating you feeling the full length of the beautiful spine. Just sit with it. Okay. When we're here, I'm gonna bring it into balance as well, because it's a little bit skewed to the left. There. And I'm releasing. Okay. I'm gonna start from the top now instead. With top, I mean here in the back of your head. And I'm gonna apply pressure. Sit with it. It's okay. The reason why I go in directly is because you've been working so much with your spine lately. So they felt like, okay, it's ready to work in this way. I'm gonna apply a lot of healing afterwards. But right now we want to activate it to come into position, because that's what we felt was very important. Okay. Again. There. And I'm releasing. Good. Just gonna help it balance. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Shu. It's beautiful having you here. There. Good. Now, slowly I'm gonna work my way up your back with beautiful energy, with warmth, with comfort, soothing. A lot is coming up for me too. Soothing. The organs and the muscles, the bones, the whole you. You hold so much in your back. And opening up helps the flow in all the body. Because it's been a concern, I feel. When you start to feel your back, can I continue doing what I want to do? Just show it appreciation, love. Okay. I'm on your left hand side, and I'm just underneath your rib cage here. We have a cluster here that is disturbing the movement. A cluster is when you have collected emotion that you rather not meet and you push it into your body someplace. That creates a cluster. What we do with clusters, or what I do, is that I temporarily remove it from the body. I give it all the love and appreciation that it deserves. And I put it back into the body, becoming part of the natural flow rather than the blockage. So we have both a little bleeding and a cluster here. So I'm just gonna bring out my little twig. And I'm gonna see if I can help it come out, because this is affecting your breathing. It stops here. So you have here, you have a cluster. So let's see if we can help with that. You may feel it lighten, but whatever comes to you is just what you resonate with needing, so it helps you in the process. It's beautiful that way. Okay, here it's come. Okay. There you go. Get a little lightheaded, that's okay. This is about keeping up with everything and everyone, and not knowing or feeling your own pace, feeling it becoming further and further away from you because you need to keep up with everyone else's pace. That is this cluster, along with other things. See if it wants to come up. Okay. You have healing in this too, Max. That is beautiful, and like, it's when you resonate with energy, what we're doing is just moving the molecules, having them feel free. And when we do so, I'm gonna bring in a little bubble. When we do so and you resonate with it, you're healing yourself. Let it happen. It's beautiful. Then we're gonna show it to your inner child next. And we're gonna put it back gently again, right where we found it. Letting it become part of the natural flow. Good. We have a little bleeding here, so I'm gonna stitch that up for you. Energetic bleeding, emotional, feeling of not being protected. We're gonna stitch that up. And appreciate all the energy that is in it, because it's there for your well-being. We just give it new perspective to let it be part of the flow. Yeah. Experience your body in a different way, because this is my energy. Take a little leaf of yours. It's just nice. There you go. This was the major one. Beautiful. This feels really good. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the back again. And I'm gonna continue upwards. Oh. Love it when you can breathe. Continue upwards. And the last little thing before I look, I just do a little check. I'm gonna see if I can help your neck, because it's also skewed a little bit. Your whole spine was a little bit skewed, so I'm gonna see if we can help align it so that the flow feels easier. Not better or worse, just freer. Okay? So I'm gonna apply pressure once again back here, just to activate it. And then very slowly we're gonna push the neck. I'm gonna come in with a support bubble from the other side. I work a lot with bubbles. You who are new here, I love bubbles. There we are. And aligning it. That's great. It's nice, isn't it? I'm just gonna do a little check-in, but I felt this was what we needed to do today. I'm gonna put bubbles in your hands, so in your palms. You have healing here, Max. I know that you don't want to work with it now, but I'm gonna put some bubbles in your palms to help that sense of self-expression. Because when we feel it in our wrists, it's usually about we being afraid of expressing ourselves. And it's like with the throat. I heard many healers here say, oh, that's the throat chakra. It is too. But I feel in the energetic body, many times we start feeling it in our wrists when we're afraid of our own expression. You're not here yet, Max, but I want to put in some bubbles to help you support you along the way. Okay? So a little bubble in your right hand side palm. And a little bubble. I know I did them crossed now, but that's okay. There's a reason for that too. A little bubble in your left hand side palm. Sounds like a nursery rhyme, right? There. And just pulling your fingers a little bit to activate them. There you go. There you are. How are you feeling, Max? Because I feel this is what I wanted to do for you today. I'm sorry there were no blanket, but boy, this feels good. How are you feeling? I'm glad. Thank you for letting me bring you that. They're saying that you might have a question, Max, or it might be somebody else, but they're telling me there's a question coming in. Don't hesitate to ask. There are no stupid questions, and all I can give is my perspective. So, who is it that has a question? I'm just double checking. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. You who have a question, if you feel you would like to, you may feel like you have to move, your wrists. And I believe the first time I saw this was with an author, so a writer, and they had a real issue with their wrists. And I'm started to look into it, and they were not, one can say, okay, but if they're writing or typing a lot, it's a natural occurrence. When I say writer, I mean writer in heart. They had actually not started working as one yet. And part of that, I believe, was surely because they had such sensitive wrists. And yes, in a physical sense, a lot can affect our wrists, right? But in an energetic sense, I've also seen that, and that was the first time I saw it, that my guide says that she believes, this person I saw, that she is lying with her words. And because she was a writer, it came through the wrists. Now, I've seen that many times before, after that I should say. And so that is something that I don't take for granted, but it's something that I see as being common. And when it comes to you, Max, I felt it was something coming up because you're meeting so many new things of yourself, so many new parts of yourself. It's difficult to sometimes feel, what is me? Or it's easy to sometimes feel like that, and it's a difficult experience. What if this is me? Am I going off my path, or am I sticking to it? And the truth is that you can't do wrong. But it is gonna be a roller coaster in that sense that many can resonate with. And so I felt it was a good thing to help prepare you also with your hands. And no, it's not magic. No, I'm not healing you and you will never have any issues. No, but I felt right now that little push, that little nudge, little nugget of a bubble could help. So thank you so much for letting me bring you that. Thank you. So, guys, this was the last transference that I am doing for the evening. We have many people in queue, and how we do it on this channel is that we're not stressing anything. You are staying in your position in queue till next time, till next available slot. You stay in queue, and as pending from previous streams, you have a priority from who is there or who has joined the queue after you. It makes sense, right? However, the one time I do not go after or in the order of the queue is when my guides ask me not to. Ask me to jump to someone specific. If not, that is how we do it. The longest you waited, obviously the first spot you have, or no. We know that it is a long wait. It can be, but there's a reason for everything, and I really feel it's the way that I feel safe of doing it. So everyone who is still in queue today, you will be in pending, and you will have priority for next time. If you feel you would like to get in contact with me for a private session, the reason why I stream only once a week, and the reason why I do, is because the rest of the week I have one-on-ones. So if you feel you would like to get in contact with me, like to do a one-on-one, or start a little process, as I call them, we have counseling, we have healing, all intuitively. I also work with light workers and telepaths, empaths, whoever you are beautiful. And if you feel it right to meet me, I would love to say hi to you. You can find me in Discord, or if you would like to meet me for a session, you can check out the form we have on our website that you find down below. But on Twitch, this is always gonna be free. This is always gonna be for anyone. And I will be back next week. Thank you so much for joining me. Do we have anyone that we would like to raid? I love meeting people by clicking their follow button and then jump in when I see that they're live. That's the best thing I know. So if you have anyone specific that you would like to raid, please say so in chat and we will be heading over to them. Thank you so much for a beautiful stream today. In all the chaos in the world, it is such a beautiful thing to just come together in a space where we can just be. I hope that we could bring some bubbles to you today with comfort, with love, with hope. Opening up that door into your heart of believing in yourself. You who work with healing or who are interested, please check out Lady Luna Star. If we again could have a shout out at this. She is collecting healers from everywhere to do mass collective healing of the world. We did one yesterday, the first one that we are aware of on Twitch, and it was absolutely beautiful. So go and check her out if you feel like joining. And if you're curious, you can also just be there. I will be back next week, and come and join us on Discord if you feel like you want to. From me now, I wish you a wonderful rest of your evening, morning, day, and truly, thank you so much for being here. Take care. Hugs and bubbles, as we say here. I see you again soon.